What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday! Welcome back, my friends! Hope you've been enjoying yourselves. Hope you had a great week so far. Whatever day of the week this is that you're watching this, but I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you're getting to play some games. Hope you're having a good time whatever you're doing. We all need to relax sometimes, and gaming is a great way to relax, I've always found. Now, for this series, I like to give you points of interest of why I enjoy a particular title. Now, this is really exciting me because I'll be honest with you, I don't have more than 3 games under my belt so far. You saw one of them, and I don't really think that went that well. But that's me, not the game. But I've been enjoying this so much, I've already made sure to start getting some expansions for it. That tells you something. So why don't we get down to the table, and I'll tell you why I've been enjoying Maximum Apocalypse. Now, I've really been enjoying myself with Maximum Apocalypse. So this is by Manor Games, and it's good for 1 to 6 players, ages 13 and up. And this game should take you about 45 to 75 minutes or so, depending on the scenario that you're playing, the number of players, of course. Now, I've always been a big fan of the apocalyptic genre, theme, stories. And there are a few in the board gaming community, but there's not an overabundance of them, like we find with zombie games and Cthulhu games and fantasy games and general sci-fi games. So whenever I do see a new apocalyptic board game, card game, die game come out, I get excited to wanting to see this, wanting to learn more about this game. And hopefully some of the information I give you is something that's going to be helpful to you in determining whether this is something that you want to look further into. So there are a few expansions out for this game already, which I enjoy. I like to see growth in a game, and when you do it through expansions, there's 2 main ways to do it. With an expansion that is just giving you more of what already is. Nothing new as far as rules go, and then there is the kind of expansions that bring the new rules and systems and mechanics to the game. The expansions for this do both to a degree, and that's something I enjoy about that, and I'm looking forward to getting more of these expansions under my belt. The more you have, the more apocalyptic scenarios that you have, the more monsters to fight, bosses to encounter, as well as more playable heroes and characters. The characters range from things that you would expect to see, like, let's say, a hunter, to things a little less familiar in gameplay, like a fireman, and so far, my personal favorite, the old vet with his dog. And any game where you have a character and his dog, that's catching my interest, because there's not enough animals portrayed as far as pets and companions go inside a board game. So when I see that, it piques my interest. I've also found that there seems to be a rather fair divide, or almost fair divide, between male playable characters and female playable characters. So that brings an extra little bit of a level to the game, because you don't always see such an even divide in a lot of the gaming systems. So that might be something that more games with playable characters could be looking into doing. Now, besides a survival game, this is, and part of it being a survival game, is that this is a resource management type of game. And that is ultimately what's going to kill you. In fact, in most resource management games, it's things like needing food that usually get the best of me. And in this, you have to keep track of food. You have to keep track of ammo, too. All these things are important. And I like that because that is something that we see in a lot of apocalyptic shows and movies and read in the stories, such as like The Walking Dead, is that there usually is a ration that has to be put on not only the food, but the ammunition as well. So bringing that level to this game and adding that to it is something I really appreciate. Now, this game is a cooperative game, and it works really well as a cooperative game, especially in the sense of capturing the real story behind an apocalyptic tale. What's the real story behind something like a zombie apocalypse? And that's not so much survival. Yes, of course you need to survive, but that's not the heart of the story. The heart of the story is retaining humanity and not becoming savages, animals, while still surviving in a world that's apocalyptic. And the cooperativeness of this game, I find, helps to bring that to the table, which is actively part of the best parts of any zombie or other apocalyptic story, is how we survive as us during the crisis, during the apocalypse. And the cooperative nature of this really does bring that together pretty tight, I find. I like seeing the types of apocalypses that are already available, and I'm so looking forward to seeing more expansions with more apocalypse and monsters, and to see what else can possibly go wrong with the end of the world. So if you're looking for a really fun apocalyptic-based board game that you can either play by yourself or up to 5 or 6 other people, then go for it. Check out more information on Rock Manor Games' Maximum Apocalypse. I think if you've enjoyed what you've heard me say so far, I think you're going to like more information that you're going to find out about this game. So go inform yourself about the game and then make a decision whether this is something that you want to play or maybe even own and have on your shelf. I'm your buddy Big Giant G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here. Another Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, my friends! Hello, how have you been? I hope you've been enjoying the week so far. I know I have. So now, it brings us to another Tabletop Takeout, which you know is my show here where I give you points of interest of why I enjoy, like, love a certain title. And this is a new title. I gotta say, I don't have more than a few games under my belt, and I'm already loving this game to the point where I knew I wanted to say something about it. I wanted to let you know before... this is going... Before what, John? Before what? Please, enlighten us. Alright, let's do this over. This guy's annoying me. Oh. A little high there, isn't it?